Hi you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome for those who are new. My name is Fransica Brackin John. Welcome to the channel, you guys. This is not a good message, but is one that need to be announced. The Lord stated, He said, death is coming, right? I saw I saw hmm, I saw this spirit keep coming, and he had on the spirit that was coming. It had something like this, right? And as I was standing there, I thought it was coming towards me. I knew it was something bad, and I thought it was coming towards me. And it came and it passed, and it stood. It stood. I began to pray when it was coming, right? And I thought it was coming for me, and it stood next to me. And it had, I noticed a package inside of its hand, a big brown package inside of its hand, right? And I began to pray, and I say, I know you, Lord, and I began to pray. And in this vision that I saw, right, there was there I was praying, but I heard this voice, I was praying, and it stated that I'm fearful and thinking it's coming for me, but it's not for me. And when I was praying, it had the package, and this it had on something like what I had on, black, and a hood thing, right? And a scythe in its hand. When it was coming, it had a scythe in its hand, right? And it had this package in its hand. I began to pray. It passed by me, and it went there, and it stood up there with the package in its hand. Now, when I after this vision, I asked the Lord some questions. When I asked him some questions, right, he said that it is to extract vengeance upon the nation. You guys, I had spoken a familiar word about this, which the Lord is about to release the four horsemen, but I was letting someone know that it is how to say, it's not necessarily a bad thing when this happened. He said, when he showed me this, and I wanted to know the explanation of it, he said some of his children will be shaken and will be frightened and think it's coming for them, but he does not want you to be fearful. He said he does not want you to be fearful. It is not coming for you, says the Most High God, right? It is coming. He said it is to extract vengeance upon the nation. He showed me when I was thinking this, he said there was a part in Revelation which spoke of those who had died for the word of God's sake. And he said it is vengeance. Because when I heard with vengeance, I say for what he said, it is vengeance for many of his children who have died and persecuted and go through a lot for the word of God's sake. He said that is coming. It's not something, when I heard this, it's not something where I really like to hear the messenger of that coming. The package in the hand in that hand was the messenger of death, meaning death is about to come, right? I didn't get anything with it, but I know it had its scythe, the scythe in his hand, and it is coming, right? But it's not, the reason why it passed me, because it's not coming for the Lord's children. Even though some may think it's coming towards them, it is not coming for the Lord's children. It is vengeance upon the nation. Vengeance meaning the Lord's wrath, right? And it's never a good thing when we hear this. So many of you all are going to have to pray, but death is coming, guys. The message, that is coming. Vengeance will be extracted for his children. And he said it's like when that happened, some for his children, they are not gonna be touched, but he said to give him praise. Like, it's not gonna touch you, so give him praise, right? That is coming, is to extract vengeance upon the nation. That is what I got. Like I say, I saw the scythe and the messenger of death is coming, and it is extract vengeance. I began to pray when I saw this. It came first like a spirit to me, and I got frightened in the vision. I got frightened, and I said, wow. I say, okay. And I started to pray because I thought it was coming to me. I know it wasn't something good, but it came and it passed me. When it passed me, it stood. When I began to pray, it stood there. The something like this was up on its head, and it came. It dropped off. I could see the back of its head. I could see the back of its head. It did not, I could not see the face, however. But when I began to pray, it's like it just stood there with the hood dropped off, and it just stood there with the package in its hand. When I came out of this vision, the Lord said that it is to extract vengeance upon the nation, but he does not, is like he's saying you don't have to worry. His children do not have to worry, right? I hope that, I don't know why he wants to announce this or whatever it is, but the Lord oftentimes will show through all of those prophets back then things that will come after. And this is just what he gave me. He said, this is what is coming after. Stay blessed, stay strong. If you're new to the channel, remember to share, like, and subscribe. And just some of you, he said the reason for it is to not let his, when it does happen, to not let his children be frightened. He does not want them to be frightened. It's not for them. So bless is strong. If you're new to the channel, remember to share, like, and subscribe, since I'm not feeling good about this. Bye guys, breathing in. Ooh.